Today I woke up feeling off, didn't sleep good, and now I'm anxious. If this doesn't go away, it might affect my trading negatively. I'll practice my breathing exercise and pray a little more today to center me. So this morning, I can see the price didn't break through here or here, which to me doesn't give me a lot of confidence in where I should take buys or sells. Um, this is the only one that actually broke above this level right here. So, but it's not in sync with pound USD, which has me a little concerned. But as of right now, the only one that has any type of guides me into maybe taking buys or sells is pound JPY. So on the 15-minute, it is doing anything actually. So we're just going to wait. I'm gonna wait. It's 7:30 right now, so we're just gonna wait till New York open. So the way that the market is looking right now, I'm seeing EU as if it's respecting this level, which clearly it is on the 4-hour. It's creating this huge wick, and we can see it here with this push down and a retouch, came back, retouched, so made a double bottom. What I want to see now, and I'm trying to decide what the best decision is. If I want to see an uptrend form, push, pull back and then push, or I want to see just this level broken, and then I would still have to wait for a retest. So just trying to figure that out. This is a very good indication of the market pushing bullish to me. EJ also created these two wicks right here and is pushing bullish now. And GU is finally breaking above this level right here, and is falling into sync with GJ, which is great. It's a great indication of just bullish market or bullish momentum kicking into the market, which gives me more confidence in taking a trade today. I want to see, and I want to wait for possibly a push and then a pullback, just because first of all we're going into the new 4-hour candle in about 30 minutes. So if I can, with the new 4-hour candle, we'll really be able to see what is going to happen. And New York just opened, so we're just kind of feeling it out. I'll let you know if I do take any of these trades. The only reason I'm hesitating is because it is off of a push phase to the downside. So I'm trying to decide if this is a pullback or not, but we'll see. So I'll let you guys know. Just wanted to let you guys know what's kind of going through my head. Alright guys, so EJ looks very good right now. I want to see close above that level though, and to be honest, yeah, we're gonna go for this buy right here. We're gonna let it break above this level. I'm gonna put a pending order above that, and I'm gonna go for a 1-to-1. I'll place it. So we're doing this right now. 643. Oh shit, it's almost the same. and 361. That's my entry right there. And yeah, that's it. While we're waiting for that, I'm going for EJ because so I'm triggered in now. The reason I'm going for EJ is because it looks weaker. Yen looks weak, and like here, it's showing yen weakness, and here too. The US dollar is going to come out with some news at 10. It's 9:16 right now, so I think that's what's making it act a little bit weirder. So we're going for EJ today. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what happens next. Alright guys, so I wasn't able to get live footage today just because it was just so intense for a second, but this is basically what happened. I wanted to see like the market actually start doing something before I stayed recording a whole thing, because with trading it can take up to an hour, 2 hours, like literally holding a trade. So I was like, I don't want to over record, right? And by the time this trade happened, it was already like it was over. So I'm gonna show you. This was basically why when I entered the trade, I wanted to see this happen in the market. Okay, this is the 4-hour level that I was looking at, and I was seeing a rejection right here, in this level right here. When I started seeing this after it was coming down from a downtrend, I'm seeing this as possible reversal, right? But before I take any buys, I wanted to see a nice close around this level. I seen this and I was like, okay, you know what? That's good enough. On my last week, this was a trade that I probably wouldn't have taken just because it didn't close fully how I wanted to. Maybe like a good green candle here or even above this. But I'm gathering data and I'm understanding that, especially when I'm taking trades based off of the 4-hour level, I could be more comfortable taking these types of trades and just placing my stop loss in a safer area. So that's basically what I did here, right? This is the same thing. Once I saw this break above this level, I decided to mark my candle, and I came down to the 1 minute. Alright, when I come down to the 1 minute, this is the new candle forming. I place my stop loss right here. My stop loss. I place my entry here, and I place my stop loss below all these wicks, which is this area right here, right? But just on the 1 minute time frame, below all of this, just so it can be super safe, and just in case market does pull back. This area is clearly an area of like a lot of rejection. So now I placed it at a 1-to-1, and the 1-to-1 looked decent, which was like around this area. It didn't even get past this high. Lower high. It just got like around here. So I'm like, all right, perfect. That's good enough for me to get a 1-to-1. When I do that, now I'm waiting for the next candle to open. Next 15 minutes. And I think this is the candle that triggered me in. Or this one. So I'm like, all right, well, now I'm triggered in the trade. And now I'm waiting for, it can pull back just because a new candle just formed. And it can pull back into this area and then just continue upwards. Well, this is happening. A couple minutes go by. And I'm seeing this area is not being broken. And it actually rejects it pretty heavily and comes down back to this 50% level. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm still kind of safe. See this? I'm still pretty good. And like, I'm still good. Everything, I'm like, it's decent. It now it should be going in my direction. And then it just keeps like kind of playing around in this area for a while until it breaks below. And at this point, the next 15-minute candle was about to open, right? So actually, two 15-minute candles passed already. So about 30 minutes passed by. And now, this is the next 30-minute candle. I mean, the next 15-minute candle, 9:30. I got in at 9. Oh, no, that's not the candle I got in on. Actually, I guess maybe I got in on that one. Okay. So actually, I got in at 9:15. 15 minutes has passed. Okay, my bad. Now, I'm just waiting for bullish momentum to start kicking in. Like how the candles are reacting. And then I start seeing this. I'm like, oh my god. Now I have to hold my trade. So here's the thing. I have a huge rule of I cannot close my trades ever. Because I know that if I close my trade in drawdown, which this would have been like 50%, like 0.5% of my account, or of my profit, or my target, I would be pissed. Because I'll be like, if this didn't get all the way my stop loss and then it goes in my direction. Because then I basically self-sabotaged because I was afraid. So I've worked a lot on me holding my trades because I've noticed that when I mess around with my trades too much, I tend to mess myself up, basically. So I was like, even if I've seen this go down, I rather lose the whole percent than close at 50% and then it goes in my direction, or it gets all the way over here and then it goes in my direction. So I'll be pissed because I wouldn't have been triggered out. So I just have to hold my trades. I can't manage that much. So now it's going, and I'm like, man, what I'm hoping for now is a push and a pullback. And then like I just want to see momentum die out for the sells. So then I'm seeing this, I'm like, okay, that looks good. That looks good. Then I see this, I'm like, oh damn, right? My emotions were just a whole roller coaster. And I see this, and I'm like, okay, that looks good. That could be a potential pullback, right? And then potentially it can just start becoming an uptrend again. I'm like, all right, that looks good. Perfect. And I'm like, oh my god, bro. But as I'm in my emotions, I don't want to let it overpower me, and I still want to keep thinking, systematically. So I'm like, okay, that can be like a nice little level right there. Boom, breaks below. I'm like, holy crap. So, well, I guess I'm gonna lose this trade. And when this happens, I'm like, all right, that looks good. Another green candle. As long as there's a green candle, I don't care if it's up here. As long as a green candle goes up here, I still feel like there's a possibility of winning this trade. At this point, I start thinking, well, if I believe in this trade so much and I've been holding it for this long, it's reaching this level in the market that I place my stop loss in a very safe level so that I can be comfortable enough to hold it in drawdown, right? Because if it comes past this, then it's a complete losing trade at that point, because it's not my fault that these rejections were happening and that I took it as okay, there's a buy opportunity. At that point, the market is just doing what the market does. Since I place it at such a safe level and I believe in this trade so much, I started thinking maybe I should take another trade in this same trade. Now I was analyzing and I was like, if this breaks above this level over here, or even above this candle right here, then I could potentially get in for another trade, have the same stop loss, go for a 1-to-1 like I always do, but I would hit my 1-to-1 basically at the entry of my my first trade. So I was thinking about this, but at that point, right now, I'm at 2% of my account. Since I'm at 2% of my account, I'm like, do I really want to risk 2% on this trade when the week just started on Monday? The week it's a little like dead right now. I'm like, I'm not sure. I'm already like stressing about this trade. Do I really want to do that? Also, it's 9:41 at this point, and at 10 news is coming out. So I'm like, I don't know. Let's see. Then I start seeing this. I'm like, okay, that looks pretty decent. Like, should I? Then that happens. I'm like, man, maybe I should have got into that trade. If I'm being honest, one of my trader buddies told me, like, trust your gut. Just trust your gut, right? I don't know if he was telling me that in a way that was like, don't get into the trade or get into the trade. But I know when he said that, I immediately was like, yeah, my gut is telling me to get into the trade, honestly. But I was afraid because I don't want to lose the 2% that I have. Then I see this, I'm like, okay, it still looks good. It's a nice, like, all of this is very good confirmation for me that the market is now changing from bearish to bullish. Because at this point, a higher high was formed. So I'm like, perfect. At this point, I'm like, okay, pull back, perfect, wick rejection. All right, let's see. And this happens, and even if that green candle was like this, I'm still feeling very good about this trade, and I'm getting out of drawdown little by little. It's 9:50:49, so news is about to come out in 11 minutes, and I'm a lot happier about this trade being open during news, because honestly, if it would have been down here when news came out, I would have been so freaked out because it's just too close, and you know how news is, it'll just start going crazy. So it was just too close. But here, there's enough room for news to fluctuate and maybe not take me out. If it takes me out, whatever, I accept the risk. But I wasn't gonna close my trade because the news came out. And this is happening, and I'm just, basically anticipating news coming out soon. And I was pretty much hoping that this closes above so that news comes out and it's not that bad. It's 9:54, and it's just ranging right in this area, kind of doing the same thing that I was doing before. So I was like, man, I don't know about the trade that much, but I'm trusting, I'm believing in it. And either way, I have to believe in it because I don't manage my trades in drawdown at all. I just let it hit my stop loss. Now it's 9:59. It's about 1 minute before news hits, and I'm feeling fine. I'm like, you know what? I accept the risk completely. And this happens, and I'm like, all right, well, while I'm actually in there, I'm like, oh shit. But this fluctuates. I'm like, whatever. Gotta hold it. Hopefully, it holds in my direction. Once I see this, I was so fine. I was like, yeah, I'm good now. At this point, I was thinking, man, maybe I should like record, but I'm still like freaking out a little bit. Then I see this, and I'm just staring at my trade. I'm like, okay, should I manage it? Should I not? Like, what should I do? Right? Should I put it at stop loss? I'm like, nah, I don't put it at stop loss until it does a pullback and then a push. Then I see this. I'm like, okay, that looks good. Then I see this. I'm like, all right, that still looks good. That looks like enough room for me to put it at half stop loss. Then I put this at half stop loss, like around here. And then next candle was like this. I'm like, damn, maybe I should go break even. I was thinking, I was like, I'm not sure. And then at that point, I got taken out before I even put it at break even. So basically that was my trade for today. If I would have taken that second trade, I would have won that trade in like, honestly, so fast. I would have probably been in the trade for about 15 minutes, 16 minutes, which is a lot less time than the one that I was in 9:17 all the way to 10:09, almost an hour. So would have made 2% today, but I made 1. Very grateful for my 1%. What I'm doing now is I'm gonna do some more research on taking these types of trades, just re-entering, because how I want to evolve as a trader is I want to be more confident, right? And if I was confident enough of holding this trade and I trusted this trade as much and it was such a bigger like target, why couldn't I take this one? And I know that the reason why I didn't want to take it is because I'm at 2% of my account right now. And I want to win this challenge. Since I want to win this challenge, it's like, did I really want to risk 2% on a day that is not that great? In my opinion, it wasn't that great at first, right? It was just kind of ranging right here. It wasn't moving. Market wasn't really moving on GJ or GU. Like, look at GU right now. This is a 15-minute. Like, look how it was. It was just in this range. Wasn't really doing anything. Now it broke through, right? But it wasn't doing that earlier. What was it? Like right here. That's what I'm talking about. Right here, it wasn't moving. Look, I'll show you. 8 a.m., 8:30. It's like we were waiting. I was waiting for a push, pull back, and then a push. At that point, I was already in another trade. I was like, nah, it's not looking nice. So I didn't want to risk my 2% today. Maybe with the rest of the week, I'll be a little bit more confident. And but as of right now, I'm just gonna do a little bit more research on taking these 1 minute entry, and just trusting my higher time frame analysis. But I have to also accept the risk, right? Because I'm not always going to be right or right. It's not about being right, but just high probability setups. I wasn't, I'm still practicing that. So, but yeah, that was my trade for today, guys. I'll try to get a better footage tomorrow, just because I know how it looks when it's live. When it's live, is so much more different than when it's like back testing and things. Like emotions are crazy, but I didn't want to have like record 40 something minutes of footage. Maybe I should have recorded like around here or maybe around here, but it just went by too fast. So guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and yeah, well, hopefully we pass this challenge this week. I'm kidding, but hopefully we pass this challenge. So thank you guys for coming along for the ride. All right, take care.